Hello and welcome to my review of Monsters Inc. on the Game Boy Advance. Monsters Inc. Such a great idea that after the success of Toy Story and A Bug's Life was heavily anticipated by those of all ages, all including children. Previously, games based on Pixar's creations have been released, and well, they were okay, but I felt that with all the action seen in the films that they should have been better or just released on a smaller screen. Then 2001 came along. We saw the Game Boy Advance for the first time, along with Sully, Mike, and Boo. THQ announced plans of a Pixar game on the Game Boy Advance, and, well, this is the part where I'd say I was excited, but I really wasn't. I just thought it was going to be more of the same that we'd seen before from THQ. Mediocre, sometimes tedious, platforming. When you start up the game, it's just your basic start up a menu. Just new game, password, and options. If this was on the DS, you could bank on minigames being there, but it isn't. Let's not worry about what's not there, though, and what is. So we select new game, and we're greeted with movie stills? How does that help me if I haven't seen the film? It's just a random selection of pedophilic-looking monsters searching for a little girl. Thanks for being child-friendly, THQ. But anyway, it appears as if Randall, the evil guy, has taken a door, which is like a portal to the human world, and shredded it. We need to find those pieces of the shredded door so we can get Boo home. The story sounds simple enough, but again, if you haven't seen the movie, you won't know what's going on, which is disappointing. So we're looking for the wooden pieces, which are scattered across a bunch of levels, that are surprisingly large, so there are a good deal of things to find. The game's also non-linear, meaning you aren't just going right all the time. A good bit of exploring can be done, whether it's for the door pieces, Boo's teddy bear, or food cans that power up a gun-style thingy. It's strange, but definitely not in the level of strange from a game like Manhunt. I do have a few problems with the game, though. First, I'm disappointed that Sully isn't able to attack the yellow 2319 guys. You are merely able to either scream or pull out that big yellow gun. Yes, I know that violence is bad, but come on. This game feels a little sluggish when I'm an 8 feet tall monster who could rip the little yellow guys to shreds, but I'm forced to hide behind boxes until they are away from me. And yes, I know that's violent, but there was a frickin' fight scene in the film, and that film was for kids. That really annoys me, and for me, traps the game in the dreaded mediocrity pit. There is one aspect of the game that is absolutely brilliant, however. When it comes to music and video games, Nintendo are right at home, and even though this is a third-party game, the music is sublime. Normally movie video game music is garbage, but wow, this was a real joy. And it did make the game somewhat more bearable. If you don't believe me, just take a listen. Just awesome! So all in all, I'd say that they haven't created an ultra-faithful rendition of the game. What we do get is platforming exploration that does get terribly boring after a while. That's why all the clips here have came from one level only. I just got bored. It is a decent game, but the tedium that this game contains just stops me from wanting to play it the whole way through, which stops it from being totally enjoyable. Which is a shame, because there's so much more to recommend about this title, such as the music and the fact that it looks so bright, and it seems to capture the essence of the movie well, albeit that it only does so in a limited sense because it's on the... So here's my final verdict. It's definitely above the standard that THQ puts out regularly for their movie games, that's for sure, but that's not saying much at all. I give this game 68%. As it's brightly colored, sounds awesome, and captures the theme of the game well. The only shortcoming is, yep, you guessed it, that it's extremely tedious. Enjoy it in short bursts,